Уважаемые коллеги, доброе утро.
So, dear colleagues, good morning. I'm happy to welcome you here in our conference hall. I'm happy to see all the journalists here and my colleagues. I'm happy to see our speakers here. I'm happy to welcome you here at our first press conference. And this is the first press conference of the 15th International Forum, Russia, Islamic World 2024. And the topics today are is very interesting and topical. This is press conference devoted to the contest of cooks from Islamic countries, and there are 12 tracks here and a lot of forums, a lot of sessions at each of them, and we have a very bright event here. Is the Cup of Chefs. It is the festival of cooks from the Islamic world, and we're united here under our roof of Kazan Expo, and our speakers will tell you everything in more detail. I'd like to introduce our speakers. This is Rassam bin Rusli, President of Gastronomy Association of Malaysia, Amer Letayev, Vice President of Tunisian Association of Chefs, Sidi Dime, Master Chef of Mariton, and Mikhail Sharipov, Chairman of the Board of Tatarstan Restaurant, and Ruslan Ibragimov, Chairman of the Association of Restaurant Managers in Kazakhstan. The first question is to Mikhail. Could you say a few words as a host? What is the difference between this tournament and other cups and tournaments, and what we are going to see here? Just a brief introduction. Good day, dear colleagues. I'm happy to welcome you here at our holiday of gastronomy, and of course I'm happy to welcome our colleagues who've come here to support us. We are very happy about that, because this year our tournament is conducted in a unique form. It is the first world experience. We haven't yet found any analogs when dishes cooked by the final participants are adapted as a bandbox for each of the guests, and participating in the tournaments all over the world and studying their experience. We become very grateful to the experience, but still we understand that dishes it's obvious that dishes are tested by the referee only. That's why we've decided to organize a test tournament, and I'm grateful to Rais of the Republic of Tatarstan, and we made it possible for each of the participants to test the dishes. It's a very unique and very complicated mechanism. That's why we invite you and invite every guest to our tournament from 9 to 10. We'll hold the contest itself tomorrow from 8 to 10, and after 10 we launch restaurants working in collaboration with young chefs who will cook dishes for the tournament, and all the guests can come and test the dishes. And that's why we are very grateful to our international colleagues for their support. And I'll ask question: how many restaurants will be represented here on our ground, and from which countries? Probably from Tatarstan, Russia, and what other countries are represented here? As far as it's an experimental event, we decided to organize teams who will cook for guests. This is the team from Kazan. Why? Because the time for preparation to the tournament took about 4 months. So it was a very complicated mechanism. We needed to just combine to help a young chef to get in touch with the team of the restaurant, to understand the peculiarities of each country, peculiarities of the cuisine, and then to just to decide but the box would look like, and it's a restaurant, but it works in collaboration with a young chef, and we see a large intercultural exchange opportunity. It's exchange between countries, and it's a very high level of communication between the participants, and we hope that each year, year on year, our tournament will grow and more participants will take part in it. This year we had just few participants, just 8, because we wanted just to taste it and to enjoy the quality in contrast to quantity. And so you will be able to taste the cuisine of Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, Morocco. So these are the countries whom you will just and when creating the dish, cooking the dishes, the local products will be used. Why we decided to use just local products? It's the fact, and I think that my colleagues from Tunisia, Senegal support me, because we think that the best product is the product made locally, which we know where it is from, who is the farmer growing it, and what was the breed offered to the animals, what are the soils the plants are grown with. And we're very grateful that all the colleagues supported this initiative and have found the local ingredients for their dishes. And this is an important fact of intercultural exchange. That's how the interest to particular countries arises. And I am happy. I know that the teams of the restaurants are very eager to go to the countries they are collaborating with today. So I'd like to, Ras, 1, 2. So I'd like to ask the technicians to check the communication. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So let's proceed then. I'd like, thank you, Michael. I'd like to address to the representatives from other countries. Please tell a few words about the tournament, whom it is conducted for, and who are the participants, and how that will help them to reach the international level. Probably you could share whether you have the same experience in your countries and how it all influences the culture of in your countries. Yeah. So hello to everyone. I'll answer to your question. It's not a simply a tournament. It's an exchange of experience, especially for young chefs who will take part in the contest. And when we were getting prepared to come here, each chef was explaining to his to his students that the key issue here is exchange of experience, not winning the competition. And here we have interesting stages at this contest. Each of the colleagues presents its own menu, what inspired him and our colleagues hosting the event, just ask us to tell the details, and it's very pleasant to hear the good feedback, to hear that everything is very tasty, and we wanted this exchange of experience be introduced in our countries. Multicultural events are very important for the friendship between countries and cultures, and it's not simply a tournament, but a very important large-scale event. Thank you for the organizers and our colleagues for organizing this event, because everything here is very interesting. Thank you, Ruslan.
So, the question to the next speaker. So, what awaits the participants after the tournament? So, have you prepared any prizes or any further perspectives? Well, or maybe they will work as stars in Tatarstan or other regions. Oh, well, a question to Malaysia. So, please tell me what the winners of this contest will take as a prize. What's with yes? So when they come back to Malaysia,
My name is Rosham. I'm from Malaysia. Uh, Actually, I'm the gastronomy president and the World Platform Islamic Society Secretary General. It's not easy to bring your food, your culture, to journey more than 12 hours. A part of that, they need a skill, experience. They need a lot of energy to ensure that they are fit to compete in the competition. That's number one. Number two, they must ensure that the ingredients that they bring from the home country must be fresh, must be taste, original taste. That's number two. So when they come to the competition, I am totally congratulations to Chef Mikhail, Kazan Forum, that I saw the kitchen is just a world standard concept, which is, I've been journey to many forum, many congress chefs in the world. So I'm very congratulations to Chef Michael to see that your kitchen today. So we come here is not about the winner. Yes, there is a but philosophy talk about goal for goal. Each country they want to be a winner. But here, the platform is in the arena. What are the organizer provide? What are the challenges? What are everything? There is a challenge to be a winner. So with the experience, journey to excellence, they will try to ensure that the originality product must be tested by the certified jury and is accepted. So the winner for me, of course, the youth, there's a platform. Kazan Forum, YCI, is one of the best platform for the youth Muslim country to explore their dish and to ensure that when they be a winner, of course, there is another platform because in right, left and right here, too many competition around the world. They can go, they can explore their experience with this forum. So I would like to thank you to all that I'm very surprised that Kazan Forum, this is my first time in Russia. I think I love to be in Tatarstan, Republic of Tatarstan. Thank you.
Да, благодарим вас за такой рассказ.
so we're very grateful for your small presentation. And also the question is to you. So you told me that you brought products with you, some food. So, but any chance that Malaysian chefs would cook out of Tatarstan local products? So will they be able to learn how to cook some national dishes? So maybe they can transfer these dishes to Malaysia and provide it to the guests in Malaysia.
Yes. First of all, I just try the ingredients like a few restaurant here, like chilies, like few things. So it's quite similar, the spiciness, the taste. So the challenge of the youth competition is they must ensure that the taste, the seasoning must be equivalent. If not, they need to do an adjustment. Similarity product, similarity taste. So for me, from Malaysia, I think about 7 hours to Abu Dhabi, Abu Dhabi to Moscow, Moscow to Kazan, almost 20 hours. We still can keep remain we call it ginger flower. In Malaysia, we call bunga kantan. That bunga kantan is very historical product in Malaysia. So to ensure that the aroma, the taste of the product, we have experienced how to keep that well maintained. Beside by keeping in wrapping, chiller, and so forth. But for us as a chef, they must creative to bring your origin product to journey to another few hours country and then to cook in this place with a little bit additional with Tatarstan ingredients. So just to ensure that the food must be right, not fake, and then the taste must be accepted. So that's all. Thank you.
Благодарю вас за ответ.
Thank you very much for your replies. So this question was very important for us as we are very proud of Tata local cuisine. So and we would like to propagate it so to be well recognized all around it. So now our guest from Tunisia. So can you please tell us what program did your chefs bring to you? What you're gonna present? What dishes? So, and can you tell, like, is it useful to hold such kind of events for you personally and for your team? So, is it very important?
First of all, I want to extend my sincere thanks for the competition organizers. This is my second time here in Kazan. We are very happy to be here again. We need to thank Kazan people, for the beautiful city for Kazan. I am Chef Amer. I am from Tunisia. I am the president of Tunisian Association of Culinary, and also I am the treasury and WICS board director. I work in Saudi Arabia as a general manager for a big company for food and beverage. We come here with one young chef from Tunisia to represent Tunisia. We bring with us some specific product. Tunisia, Tunisia is very close to Russia, and a lot of people from Russia visit Tunisia. He have good idea about the Tunisian food. Tunisian food is mostly spicy food. We always like harissa. We have our popular food is couscous. I think all of you know the Tunisian couscous. And we try to use some Tunisian product fusion inside the dish, inside the appetizer, inside the main course, inside the sweet. For that, we bring the space from Tunisia, the date from Tunisia, abricot, especially in Tunisia, harissa from Tunisia, couscous from Tunisia. And we try to do our best to cooperate with the traditional and food in Kazan. Before we ask one question, it's easy for us to learn in Kazan food. It's very easy for any chef have good experience to learn any food, any concept. We start learning with our own kitchen, like Tunisian kitchen. Then we start learning in French cook, Italian cook, Asiatic food, Indian food, Oriental food. Any chef is easy to learn any concept of food. And other thing, we can take the specialty from Kazan and like we do fusion. We can add our own product and Kazan dish. Like this, we can provide new creation in the food. This is very easy. Before we do the fusion, we mix the culture for Indian with Arabic food or with French food with Italian. We can have good experience to have good good creation in the food. Thank you. Да, благодарим.
So we're very grateful for your answer, and now we're moving on to our next speaker from Senegal. So the president of Les Mamaton, Sidou Dieme. So can you say any perspectives of international relations and what are the benefits? What benefits this tournament would bring to you?
Дима у нас говорит на французском.
So we will have a consecutive interpretation as Mr. Demier speaks French.
После этого мы уже сможем.
And after that, we can come to Q&A session from participants.
Je m'appelle Sidi Diémé, directeur général de l'Institut Les Marmitons, qui existe aujourd'hui, ça fait 18 ans. Et je viens du Sénégal, qui est un pays de l'Afrique de l'Ouest, et qui est un pays culturel, un pays où la cuisine est très bien diversifiée. Donc, notre présence ici va permettre à tout le monde de pouvoir faire un échange culturel, un échange culinaire, ce qui va permettre aux Russes, aux gens de Kazan, de pouvoir déguster, de pouvoir goûter d'autres cuisines étrangères. Donc aujourd'hui, à cause de ce forum, nous allons dire que c'est la cuisine du monde entier qui se retrouve aujourd'hui au niveau de Kazan, ce qui est une très bonne initiative, ce qui est un très bon projet qui permettra de faire des échanges culinaires, de faire des échanges entre les pays. Et je remercie beaucoup les initiateurs, les gens qui ont eu l'idée de créer ce projet qui permet de réunir presque tout le monde entier. Et encore une fois, merci.
Okay. So my name is Sidi Djemé. I am the general director of Le Marmiton Culinary School in Senegal, which is a country in Western Africa. And I'm very happy to be here for this event, and I thank also the organizers of this event. It's an event that gathers a very important part of the world, and they bring chefs to exchange about their experience, and from that, every country can get benefits from this kind of exchange, because cuisine is something that unites people, and that is very important for chefs to exchange, to also share knowledge, because from outside we see that it's a very, very interesting opportunity to grow as a country and to grow with experience. So, and if I finished by thanking also people from Kazan, because that's also a very important. It's very important for us to be here and exchange with the people, and also share with them our own tradition in terms of culinary art, and so. Thank you very much for that.
So I'm very grateful for your answer. So, and I see that we have questions from our colleagues from the auditory. So we have a microphone. So we have an online broadcast here. So we're giving the floor to our first question.
What about the technology of cooking, of confectionery in Arab countries and in Tatarstan? So this technology differs, and as our technologists manage to see the equipment, and they come. The question is whether our technology suits you or not for cooking your dishes, because they differ from dishes of Tatarstan.
The cooking, there is a method of cooking. Start from sauteing until deep frying. There is many. From direct radiation, conduction, convection. Means this philosophy I saw in the kitchen arena just now, whereby you talk about blast freeze, you talk about convection system. So the chef that do the method of cooking, they follow whatever is provided. The only difference is the brand, the company brand, the product brand. But the most important, the basic cooking technique is already around the world. So in here, I saw a lot of equipment, modern equipment that in the kitchen arena. So that will fill the world standard cooking competitions. Beside that, also in other areas, like I think Chef Amir can explain further after this, there is a central kitchen-wise. There's a different technique, whereby we not see yet the central kitchen in here. So, but we sure that any central kitchen that provided by the owners or the stakeholders, they will follow according to the chef's standard, meanings, method of cooking. There we call it a bubble diagram in the kitchen, where they have the wet, moist area, wet area, and this and this. So I think the philosophy that we learned from the past 30 years, 40 years, I think will apply to this current. Either there is a small country or the big country, but the method of cooking, the technology must be same. So I think I can answer your questions. Thank you.
Can I answer?
Благодарю вас. Есть у кого-то что-то добавить? Да, пожалуйста.
Is there anything you would like to add, dear colleagues?
Speak about the food and beverage, about the kitchen or bakery or pastry. 20 years ago, we used only stove to cook, or maybe we used the wood. Okay, now everything is changed. Now kitchen is changed. Now we have a new concept like cuisine molecular. In cuisine molecular, we use other technology, like we need to have a sous vide machine, we need to have the vacuum machine. Also, and we're talking about the baking. Before we use like deck oven, now we use the convection oven and rotary oven, and we have very different technology and the equipment. And the equipment technology is available around the world. Only the branding change. German have Rational, Italian have Inox, here Russia maybe have other brand, but the technology is same. But without this last 3 years, the technology and the food and beverage is totally changed. We have a lot of technology, we have a lot of computerized. Example, in my company, we have about 5 factory for bakery. Okay, the one factory is about 10,000 square meter. And we have budgeting for equipment about $100 million equipment. Okay, the equipment now is, before we use the people working manual. Now everything is computerized. You want sponge cake, you just put the ingredient, you have your the dough mixer, dough sheeter, oven, and all computerized. Also for chocolate. Chocolate just you put the cacao, the machine, he will keep the cacao, will add some ingredient, then you have the mold. After the mold, they will go to machine. Everything is machinery now. We hope this thing not give for us problem in the future in the kitchen. Maybe in future you go to the kitchen, you find one robot cooking, not one chef. That's it. Thank you.
Да, я думаю, что будущее уже наступило, особенно
I think that the future has already come, and the greatest news is that GPT chat, artificial intelligence started expressing emotions, and that's why future is expected to come much sooner. Dear colleagues, as far as I can see, you have more questions. Yes, please. Good day. I'm happy to congratulate everyone with the International Day of Tea. And I wanted to ask our foreign guests how often you conduct gastronomy festivals. We have the International Day of Tatar Cuisine, the 28th of February. Is the day when we hold this event, and it's held to commemorate our great famous person from Tatarstan. Everywhere where Tatar people reside, this festival is holiday is held. And the second question is, have you tested anything from Tatar cuisine, and whether you are going to open the restaurant of Tatar cuisine in your countries? Thank you.
вопрос. Давайте с Малайзии, да, по традиции
Okay.
начнем.
In my country, there is
Sir.
of paradise. You can name it from north until south, until west to east cuisine. Meaning that you talk about Mexican cuisine, you talk about Japanese cuisine, You talk about any cuisine, there is in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. You can Google. Okay. We love to bring Tatarsan in our country if there is a good perishable, good ministry engagement, good farmers, and so forth. So because here we did try. In the first day, Chef Mikhail already give us a lot of food during dinner time, lunch time. So we love your food actually because there is a similarity. Like I cannot answer the triangle one, you name it. Okay, in Malaysia we call curry puff. You can Google curry puff. Curry puff means it's a dough. We do homemade. There is a crispy, but we can roll it, become crispy, and then we will fill. Nowadays, we originality with the potatoes, but in Malaysia we can put potatoes, chicken potatoes, sardine. You know, sardine in can or sardine with the spicy of curry flavor inside. But Malaysian more to the curry is the spices. So we combine the potatoes or the poultry or the meat all in the sardine. Then we turn over, and then we twist. I think similarity also in the Uzbek cuisine. So meaning that in our generation, old generation, they already bring this method of cooking, this cuisine, but the influences of the spices, the country origin ingredients. So I think I love that food actually because similarity with my country. We call curry puff kentang. So that's I can introduce because when we come to your country, we will bring not our experience, we will bring our social media. That social media is very important to promote that I'm attending this country, I going to this food, I going to this. So that will explore in our Asian country. So I think this is good platform that Michael bring me as a representative from Asia country. So I will blast whatever is good in the Tatarstan. I will share to my Asian country representative. Thank you very much.
Здравствуйте. Давайте вам немного расскажу.
Good day. I'd like to tell you just a few words about our events, about festivals of cuisine. Kazakhstan, as you probably know, is a very hospitable country, and it's an offense if you receive guests without offering thick meals. Actually, we don't conduct any festivals at the national level, but actually it's a joke, but every day for us is a holiday, and some festivals are held locally in the cities, and no matter what the holiday is, whether it's Islamic holiday, Christian holiday, whether it's wedding or what birthday, we cook a lot, and we organize a table of dishes for our guests, starting with rice and meat, plov, according to Uzbek recipe. As for our cuisine, it's very well developed, and we know what's eshpeshmek or triangle to and whatever, and how these dishes are cooked. I don't know whether we're going to open Tatar cuisine in Kazakhstan, but actually we implement the concept of multiple kitchens. We have Chechen cuisine, some other Caucasian cuisines, and Tatar cuisine is one of my favorite. I've tasted a lot already, but all these days I was taking azu, which is meat, a la Tatarstan. So everyone enjoys Tatar cuisine, and that's why I asked whether you are going to bring some of the recipes of Tatar cuisine into your countries. I hope our Tatar cuisine will become even more popular in your countries.
So while the microphone is transferred, so I would like you to announce one more time the dates of the event. And I know that like people with accreditation badge, when they will be able to visit your events. So hello, Alexandra Davidova from Tatar Inform. I would like to know in details what are the criterions for estimation of evaluation. So will there be any technical problems in evaluation? So I would like to announce it one more time. I would like to say that in general when we were preparing this tournament, so we have realized that the world has changed. And now, well, to cook tasty food is not a question, is without a question. So the standards of hygiene are also out of topic because they are like embedded. So, but young chefs competition, it's very important to see the soft skills of the competitors. So how young chef can use creative techniques to combine traditions with some modern trends and methods of cooking. So how young chef is know about the social responsibility of it. So we know that there are different products, so one product can cost like twice as much or twice as less. So every product has influence on the health of a person. So that's why the tournament is rotating around the main competence, and there are 8 awards. So, for example, youth and wisdom. So we look at different chefs, and the best combination of these skills receives the award. So design as a matter of communication. So we don't look at just at the design of the dish, and like standards of the beauty of the dish are quite different in Senegal and in Russia. So that is why all young chefs, every actions what they do, so they already have won it because they're already the winners because it's their perception. But when a young chef can transfer the design and the idea, what was the impact of the dish. So that's what our main direction is. So that's why I'm grateful to my dear colleagues. So when we send them the leaflets and the rules of evaluation, so they also agreed upon the thing that young chef should have different competence. So, and the second issue that we would like to highlight is that now we are on press conference, but as well Association of Restaurant Owners and Hoteliers. So they are working on this tournament, and the next tournament will be updated. So I would like to express my gratitude to my colleagues that all young chefs are very eager to take part in it. So, and it gives us inspiration to move forward, and the tournament will be updated. So we'll do it in cooperation. We will ask for the feedback from the contestants, so about what can be improved. And the third thing is that it's a great holiday for all of us, and we are very happy that we turned this contest not just like an ordinary competition, but we know that it's time to cooperate, it's time to make a real friendship. So that's why the nominee would be given to every chef. So it's like craving and shaping the diamond. So we should highlight the best side in every chef. So thank you so much. So, and Mr. Dembier would like to add to the previous question.
Je voulais, pour répondre à la question de la dame tout à l'heure, qui consistait à la cuisine. Donc, tous ici, quand on voyage, la seule chose qu'on ne peut pas laisser derrière nous, c'est notre habitude culturelle de nous restaurer. Et ce qui fait que quand on est quelque part, on est nostalgique de notre cuisine. Et ce qui est important aujourd'hui pour les jeunes cuisiniers, avec tout ce qu'ils ont comme technologie, tout ce que la technique nous donne et notre savoir-faire, c'est très important pour un cuisinier de savoir utiliser les techniques, mais aussi d'avoir une idée générale sur la cuisine du monde entier. Par exemple, quand on voyage, quand un gars de Kazan part, par exemple, au Sénégal, pour quelques jours ou quelques mois ou quelques temps, dépasse, on lui dirait que oh, ce monsieur-là ou cette dame est de Kazan. Peut-être il va lui dire bonjour, mais s'il dépasse un restaurant où on dit ici on mange de la cuisine Kazan, obligatoirement la personne par nostalgie va dire tiens, je vais aller voir qu'est-ce qu'ils font comme cuisine de chez nous. Donc, obligatoirement, partout où on est dans le monde, on est nostalgique de notre cuisine. On est nostalgique de notre cuisine et tout le monde pense que sa cuisine est la meilleure du monde entier. Si par exemple, moi, je suis à Kazan et que je dis la cuisine sénégalaise est meilleure que la cuisine Kazan, automatiquement, le gars de Kazan, la personne de Kazan dit non, notre cuisine est meilleure. Donc, tout le monde, qu'on soit cuisinier ou pas, on pense que notre cuisine, dans notre propre culture, est meilleure que la cuisine des autres cultures ou des autres mondes. Et ce qui fait, c'est très important, par exemple, pour un Sénégalais qui sait faire la cuisine de Kazan, la cuisine russe, et qui va au Sénégal ouvrir un restaurant russe ou un restaurant kazan, c'est obligatoirement que toute la population russe y va. Pourquoi? Parce que quand il va, elle se retrouve dans un rayon russe, elle se retrouve dans un milieu culturel russe, parce que l'assiette elle-même va présenter la culture russe, la culture de Kazan.
So he wanted also to bring add something about the question that was asked before. He said that every person that travels around the world sometimes is missing his own culture and his own cuisine, because it is important, in fact, to discover other countries' culinary culture, but at a certain point, we might miss our food, our own food from our country. And that's why it's sometimes important to open some restaurants that also remind people who travel the world the tastes and the food of their country. So opening a restaurant in Senegal which serves Kazan food could be a good opportunity for the local community that comes from Russia, from Kazan, to discover again in a country where they find just local food, their own food. So it's very important also to build this place where people can discover also the Kazan food for locals, but also for Kazan people or Russian people to feel themselves home in this kind of restaurant. So it is also important. And most of the time, when we live in a place, we say our food is the best. Why? Because it's the one we are used to. And it's also important for people to have this to be open-minded, to say, yes, of course, we have a good food, but we also should open ourselves to other kind of tastes, other kind of cuisine. And that's the importance of this kind of event, and also this exchange between countries in terms of cuisine, of culinary art.
Да, благодарю вас.
Thank you very much for your reply. So, dear colleagues, we have 5 minutes left up to this conference. So, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. So, that means that we answered all the questions. So, I would like to ask Mr. Mikhail Sharipov when people can get to this place. So, all these options are available to Kazan Forum participants, but on Saturday and Sunday, guests from Kazan can come and test this food. Yeah, thank you very much for this question. So I would like to admit one more time that on May 18th from 11 a.m. till 4 p.m. you will be able to enjoy and to see all the exhibits that would contest between each other. So more than 13 countries participate in it, and also 8 bento boxes that provide Uzbek, Moroccan, Azerbaijan, Russian, Malaysia, Tatar, Kyrgyzstan cuisine. So we welcome everyone on May 19th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. So we would be very